Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Challenge Your Thoughts on Topics That Matter. And today, we are going to be talking about dealing with the pressure that comes with building a career. Because my dear, sometimes this hustle can be exasperating. It can be tiring. It can make you to just want to melt. So how do we deal with the pressure of this? That's what we're going to be diving into. But before we go fully into this video, make sure that you like, you share, and subscribe because it helps with the algorithm and because we're going to be providing you value-based content. Now, this is a topic, you understand, that is very particular to me. It's very dear to my heart because I think that this is a conversation that is important. This is a conversation that needs to be had more in the creative space as an entrepreneur and even in the corporate sector, because there are a lot of ropes, there are a lot of things that need to be learned. There are a lot of hands-on information that is not always readily available to people at the beginning phase of their career or at the particular point where they're just trying to grow something or make some sort of meaning or purpose out of themselves. So the first step, or the first thing that I realized that is very important is building a level of self-awareness. Now, self-awareness in simple terms, without plenty English, is just basically understanding yourself. Understanding what you have come to this world to do. What is your purpose in this life? How do you intend on making it? Now, by virtue of me being an artist and a content creator, I tend a lot to deal with imposter syndrome. I tend a lot to really deal with me questioning my value, the value that I stand to offer. Or is this thing really meant for me? Because sometimes you try to measure your worth from the standpoint of the analytics within the context of, oh, how many views is your content doing, how many streams or your songs doing, or all those kind of things. The same thing as a business owner, you tend to measure the value, the net value of your business within the context of how much sales you've been able to generate, how much people really care about your product, how many people are investing their money and buying into whatever product or service that you stand to offer. And during the seed years, during the investment years of your career, where you are still taking out time to gain clarity, when you are still taking out time to understand what your defined path is or the thing that you actually want to major in, you tend to sometimes feel like you're not valuable enough. Sometimes you tend to feel like you are not necessarily doing enough. Meanwhile, sometimes you just haven't spent enough time into marketing the value of that product or the value of that service that you stand to offer to the network or the community of people that actually need it. You know, one of the things that really shocked me being a content creator and being an artist and just someone trying to like grow their entrepreneurial brand and just trying to like gain more clarity is the fact that nobody really owes you anything and that we live in a value oriented society. So there is the instance of people people respecting you and valuing you just based off on the essence of you being a human being. But in the business world, in the world of building a career, that's not enough for you to gather the support of people. Because we are living in a world that is inherently selfish. And then even in building relationship with people, a lot of times you don't just build relationship based off on vibes. You build relationships based off on how much value the person has to offer you. It doesn't necessarily have to be material. It could just be well within the context of how does the person's goals, how does the person's pattern of thought resonate with yours? You know, how does it make you a better person? And that's the same thing within the business space. And inculcating that mentality would really strip you of a whole lot of sense of entitlement. You know, a lot of people just want money. They want to really command wealth and sometimes feel like the world is unfair, which can be true within the context of just access to opportunities and, you know, sometimes living in a country like Nigeria and all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, the people that command the most wealth, that build the most business empire or personal brand empire or whatever label that you choose to give it, is the people that are willing to not just put in the most work, but provide the most value, which still brings me back to my reference of being opportunistic. So it's one thing for you to have value, it's another thing for you to communicate the value that you have in a language that your target audience would understand. And then it's also another thing to know the relevant platforms to which you can identify your target audience, depending on which um, field or niche that you are in. Sum up this video, I think that in all things that we should also try as much as possible to pay attention to our mental health, because going down this journey of just trying to build your career and create sustainable source of income and all of those things that just it's going to be mentally tooling. There would be times that you feel like hell. Even this clip that I'm recording, I recorded it multiple number of times. The editing process is going to be very difficult. This is just me being vulnerable for you to know that last everybody is only these things together. We're all in this struggle together. So there would be days that you would feel like quitting. There would be times that you would undergo certain traumatic experiences, things that would condition your mind to think almost from a standpoint of cynicism. So just try as much as possible to pay attention to your mind, to pay attention to the things that you're allowed to consume you. And, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How have you yourself been able to deal with the pressure of growing your career? I myself have had to deal with the pressure of trying to grow an online community, communicate, also going out of my comfort zone to find, the people that need the value information that I have to stand to offer. So just let me know what you think in the comment section. Please ensure that if you found this video valuable, let me know the part that you found most interesting or insightful in this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.